You will be shocked, as Wike says, how him and his father were arrested, charged with murder. Wike, the governor of Rivers State, said himself and his father were once arrested. You know, in Nigeria, anything happens, anything goes, and the people you less thought, you less imagined could do certain things, could be the very architect of some of the misfortune that are happening. You know, some of us have not heard of this that once happened to Wike, that himself and his own very father were once arrested and charged with murder, a very serious offense. But this is what Wike is telling us. You know, Nigerian police can do and undo, and at the end of the day, maybe the people who committed the crime will be strolling free. Why those who have no business with that crime, maybe they once been implicated. Please do not forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. How my father and I were arrested and charged with murder. Governor Newsom Wike of Rivers State has recalled how a chief title dispute in his community led to the arrest and detention of his father. He said this why elongating and discussing with senior advocates of Nigeria on what has happened. Wike said he recalls how a chief title dispute in his community led to the arrest and detention of his father and himself and other members of his family. He said it was in Okole who led the legal battle for his family to be discharged and acquitted during the ordeal. There was a time when the entire family was charged for murder. Every man was taken away. We only had women left in the house with children between the age of 1 and 5. As at that time, I was reading law at the Rivers State University of Science and Technology, now at the Rivers State University of Science and Technology, now Rivers State University, he said. Wike said the senior lawyers in whose firm he worked after leaving the law school took his family ordeal very personal and gave it his very best. The governor added that when he declared his intention to contest for the office of chairman, Obi Akpa local government area in 1998, some politicians in his constituency gang up and conspired with the police to frame him up for armed robbery. According to him, Okale not only investigated and secured his release, but also defended him from the ordeal up to the Supreme Court when some vested interest in the council desperately attempted to deprive him to be sworn into office as the Obio Akbaro Council chairman. Throughout my chairmanship matters in 1998, when we had election down to April 4th, 2000, when Supreme Court finally decided my matter, he never took 1 naira. Governor Newsom Wike stated that when the Rivers State Election Petition Tribunal annulled the 2015 governorship polls, which he won conveniently, he contracted some lawyers to defend him in the matter, and they demanded the sum of 300 to 600 million as their legal fee. But when he approached Okale, who he described as a mentor, he was offered free legal service. Then my governorship elections, most people may not believe it. From governorship tribunal down to Supreme Court, he never collected 1 dime, Wike stated. This is why I have the utmost respect for him. So these are some of the things that have happened to Wike, and he's going back in memory lane to explain that these things have happened and him and his family have experienced some of these things. Can you imagine how much these people take? It says so a lawyer was asking for 300 to 600 million to judge his case. Now, wow. These are things that go on. And in the process, some will lose the case, some will win the case, and life will continue. And it's a service. You employed him, he may win, he'll do his best, but at the end of the day, he's not God. So this is where we are. This is some of the things that are going on. These are some of the money that are being spent. These are some of the things that goes on in Nigeria. And when Wike said him and his family, they were discharged and acquainted, should I tell you, that is big, in the case of Wike, although he has not become anything then, before he became a local government chairman, I tell you sincerely, this is the ordeal of some people who are in custody today. Do you know that they've not committed a single offense? Some people that are there now for 2 years, 6 months, 8 months, have not committed a single offense. But guess what? They are in custody. What have they done? Go and check or investigate. Somebody somewhere, do not like their face, or something is just not right, and they just feel somebody has to take the fall for it. And sadly, these persons are made to take the fall. And this is some of the things that go on. These are some of the things that go on. So when you look at the whole matter sincerely and truly, in Nigeria today, do we have a justice system? Because Wike is saying it now is a very sweet story, but at the time when it was happening, this thing we are talking about has given sleepless night. You heard him clearly. He said the only people left in their vicinity, in his family compound, were women and children. And if you are 6 years old, you're already implicated. As the young, from 0 to 5, are the only boy child that was left. Apart from that, every other person was, you can imagine. You can imagine this is how they wipe out genealogies of people, because some people just take laws into their hands, and even the society is not providing a system that gives people justice. And yet we are in a country that is supposed to be what? Upholding and defending the voiceless, the fatherless, the orphans, the widow. But do we have that system in place? Any community that ignores these people is not doing well. It's not doing well. Any community that ignores this set of people I just mentioned is not doing well. These are people we must never and not forget, neglect in our society. They are there. And when they have no one, that's why they have the government system, to be able to voice for them and speak for them when no one else will. And so when the government neglect their core duty of assisting this set of people and doing every other thing except providing security, safety, justice for this set of people, you are not doing well. And such a government is just on a ticking time mission, on a doom mission, and is working. And at the end of the day, you might be surprised some of the things that may happen or that may come of it. So leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Bye for now.